Hi guys, happy Sunday. I've been not sleeping too great recently. Was up early enough, about 6 o'clock this morning. Medication I'm on gives me the worst stomach cramps. So I think I'm going to mention that because, yeah, it doesn't feel great. Not that my diet is excellent, it definitely needs some work, but don't know, do you guys ever get with SSRIs that yeah, your appetite is all over the shop? I get really hungry, but I also get like strangely full. It's weird. Can't even explain it like other than that. But then like, geez, I get the worst cramps. It's and a distended abdomen and all that. Not nice. So I'm gonna have to talk to the doctor about that. Get some weird ideas though when you wake up early. Your mind's racing, but I get creative as well. And one, I want to kind of link the two, given that I've just finished watching Shameless. I mean, what a series. Sorry, I think I'm kind of hallucinating. Keep thinking that there's people standing just behind me. Like that. I get that sleep deprivation when I was doing night shifts. I used to always get that. Or I'd be there just thinking someone's there. And it's like, whoa, where the fuck did you go? Thought people were sneaking up on me all the time. We used to have a good joke about that. The ghosts of the plant, the pharmaceutical plant. But yeah, where was I? Forgive me, my mind is still racing. But Lip Gallagher, not Gallagher, from Shameless. The one thing that I just keep getting looking at him was frustration. So Philip Gallagher, aka Lip, in the US version, and I think, yeah, in both, like it's the US version is based off the UK version, so in fairness, we have to thank the UK version for giving us Shameless in the first place. Without them, there wouldn't be a series. But as I said, I prefer the US one. And I just think like Lip is an example of, I mean, they're all examples of it, but he's the biggest example of self-sabotage that I think you're ever going to see in the series. So I think it's great. It's very well done. Hearing things as well. Fucking hell. Oh, sleep deprivation is not fun. Trying to cut down on my caffeine. But yeah, that was the main topic I wanted to discuss in this video, was self-sabotage, because I think it's a very big thing, especially if you've got a mental illness like one that I don't know, hasn't been made clear, but I've got borderline traits, emotionally unstable traits, so emotionally unstable personality disorder, aka borderline personality disorder. The traits of self-sabotage are huge with that, and I think it's something to consider. It made me consider whether I self-sabotaged, and I think I did to a large degree, but I think it was from being in such an anxious state of mind all the time. You can't think straight. And I go back to dialectical behavioural therapy, DBT, because it was just brilliant. It was like, I was there thinking to myself before, how stupid was I? I should have known that answer, I should have known this, I should have, You only make rookie mistakes when you're very anxious, and that's because you're in your emotional mind, not your rational mind. And when they sum it up, it's like, oh, no shit, you know, of course I made that mistake. I couldn't think straight. Why? Because my emotions were running me, I wasn't running them. Do you know what I mean? So, but both are important, you know, like if someone has a bereavement, rational mind is not where you want to be. You want to be emotional and go, I'm so sorry to hear that. You want to be able to empathise with them. But when you're trying to problem solve, and a good example to give that's similar, so say like someone has a bereavement in your family and you're upset, but then you're trying to arrange the funeral, you have to really fast, you have to switch from emotional mind to rational mind. And I think being autistic as well, one thing I've definitely noticed is it takes me longer to change into states. Do you know what I mean? You want to stay? Wait, stay there. Good lad. Right. We got a non-waiver, FYI. But then again, it's a medical care, so she's probably not in a rush, but we cut her some slack. Could be busy. So we'll let that one slide. Hope everyone's alright, FYI. But I always bless myself when ambulances go by. This wasn't an ambulance, but you know, just to hope everyone's alright. But what I was saying was, being autistic, it takes me longer to adapt to a change than it will not everyone else, but neurotypical people. Most of the population, you know. And that's very true. That's not just me making up part of the diagnosis. I'm like, oh, change is happening. Okay. I'm not very comfortable with it. Either I'm not comfortable with it and I'm anxious as fuck, or I dissociate and I'm too relaxed. You know, it's there is no in between, and it's frustrating. And I'll always go back to rugby and sport, but it used to frustrate the hell out of me because I couldn't just get. So say most of the time what used to happen to me was I'd freeze. I used to get so anxious that I would freeze and I wouldn't be able to do anything. It took me a while to wake up, you know. So if you take an initial carry in a game, it's like, oh, you're in a game now. It's kind of like Leinster last night. But when they woke up, boy, did they wake up. Jack Conan got that other try that I was talking about. I thought he got one. Wasn't sure, but yeah, Jack Conan scored. Good return for him. But I remember just not being able to stay in the moment. Like, it was fucking annoying. Because you know you've got a game on, you know that there's something going on. Oh, the sheep, Haru loves the sheep. Hey guys, they're there. Bye. Greetings, friends. Come back. Oh, he's onto them now. Oh boy. Oh no. Want to go over and say hello? Say hello? Yeah. Oh. Can't stand in the middle of the road, Alf. Say hello to them if you want. Oh, they're a bit sheepish. How you scared them away? Just wanted to say hello, didn't you? Good boy. Come on now. No, he loves them. He has a little toy sheep, so he absolutely loves sheep. Come on, Alf. Good boy. Well, good lad. Waking up now, thankfully. But yeah, so you go from being extremely anxious and then you dissociate, you know what I mean? So it's like, wake up, you're in a game, you know. This is war, soldier, you know, that kind of thing. Get your head out of your ass. People going too fucking fast, Jesus. Way too fucking fast. They could have crashed there. People were there saying, what are you doing? Like, what are you at in a game? And you'd be there going, I don't know. Because I'm so... Now I know. I was just too uncomfortable. I was too anxious. There was too many stress chemicals being released. And I couldn't focus. And people shouting at me did not help. And... like, look, I think the whole spread kindness and the woke brigade have gone too far. I think... yeah, be a decent human being, fair enough, you know. I think it has gone too far. I think people have gotten softer. I 100% agree with that. But when there's a kid who's clearly struggling, shouting and roaring at him and getting him so stressed out, that never helped me. I'm just going to say it now, it never helped. Constructive criticism could have worked in the right way. As I say, shout out to Gareth Maritz, best coach I ever had. South African guy. He got the best out of me, you know, through constructive criticism. Because you know yourself, if you're playing at a good level, that you fucked up and you hold yourself accountable. But someone reminding you that you made a mistake and be like, oh, you should have done better, you're so weak, like, and that. And my dad was the worst for that, as he said before, but never helped. I just felt 10 times worse about the mistake I just made. And I just wanted to walk off the field. And then the flip side of that was, everyone was annoying me so much that I didn't care if I got sent off, and people rewarded me when I was hyper aggressive, and I didn't care about getting sent off because I'd rather that than be made a fool out of, do you know what I mean? But you can't be like that either. There is no right or wrong answer, you know. People seem to think, oh, you were too dirty, you were too nice, and can't really find the medium ground. But I guess where the self-sabotaging element comes in is you're afraid to succeed, do you know? Big teams come knocking and you're like, oh, fuck. I don't think I'm good enough, you know, and the self-doubt creeps in. And I got that, you know. I still really regret to this day a decision I made. This is on me, you know. Mum. When a mate asked me to play with Wanderers, a team based in Donnybrook, Dublin 4. A lot of really nice lads, you know. And me and this lad had played together, you know. He was a tough lad from Jobestown, and we played together at St Mary's. Really liked him, got on well with him. And Donnybrook would obviously be a well-to-do area, but the lads were all so nice. That's what I say, sport, you'll meet people from all walks of life. And that's a good thing. Always think, meet as many different people as you can. It's a good thing. I'm not saying diversity is bad, as in meeting people from a diverse background. What I say is, you should never be ashamed of your culture and your heritage. And nobody's culture or heritage is more important than yours. Just like yours is more important than theirs, do you know what I mean? It's all the same, really. He waved, so appreciate it. But yeah, I remember playing at Wanderers and they were all like, oh, you're really good. Literally, did not have a bad game for them. And I was like, oh, fuck, they think I'm good. Do you know what I mean? So it's not the reaction you'd expect. I was in good shape at the time. I was strong, but I was still fit, lifting weights, getting big. I'd started eating more calories because like I just started starving myself, you know. I wasn't eating anything. And I'm amazed sometimes I was able to take to the rugby field. Jeez, the amount of energy drinks I consumed. Surprised I'm not dead. self-sabotage is a funny one. It's like fear of success, if you like, you know. Because even if your situation is shitty, it's comfortable, it's what you know. Do you know what I mean? So, did I pass down opportunities? Yeah, sometimes. But at the same time, got an opportunity to go to college for free, took it with both hands, and went and got through it. You know, even though it was not easy, I didn't feel cut out for it, and I still fucking did it. So I'll give myself a pat on the back for that. And see, with sport, it was uncertain. It's like, if I knew there was a potential of getting somewhere, I might have thought, yeah, fair enough. But you got to think about long term, you know. Half the time, was my heart even in it? You know, that kind of way. Sorry, the brightness now. Let's get that sorted out. Battery's about to die soon, so I won't say much more on the subject, but I'll say, like, a fair success can mean you fail, you know, because you're afraid to take that leap. Like, when I started this YouTube channel, I was afraid when I saw loads of comments, you know. And the ironic thing is that meant that the video was popular. 80 likes, loads of views, and when I saw the views going up, I was scared. It was like, oh, who's watching it now? You know, who's seeing this? What are they going to think? Are they going to like it? And as people say to me, and they keep telling me, if you've got loads of haters, you're doing something right, because you're making people feel something. I'm kind of relieved when I put up a video and there's not much views or comments or whatever, but at the end of the day, that's not going to grow the channel, you know. Yeah, and then, like, that's the thing, you can self-sabotage. You can go, oh fuck it, I'll stop because I'm starting to get some success, but I'm also getting some negativity as well. Use that as fuel. People are taking the time out to negatively comment. That means they're giving you their attention. Do you know what I mean? Fruit for thought, guys, on this Sunday morning. I hope you are all doing well. Happy Sunday, and hope the week starts well for you. See you in the next one.